Talking late night, raw paper, late flights, young barracuda watching for them gray whites, way bright stage lights. They might just take the pipe if I play it right. Aim tight, go bananas, take a bite. Hold the hammers, might take your life in your pajamas. Play it right and take a hike to Alabama. I'm gone. I be in and out the spot. I ain't got no time to talk. Nigga, I'm gone. I be on and off the road. I be living like a boss. Nigga, I'm gone. Shawty threw her like a pistol. Knock the pussy out the park. Nigga, I'm gone. We been racing to the money. I been winning from the start. Nigga, I'm in your city with.
What's up, you guys? All right, I want to talk to you guys about a few things that have been going on while everybody's been distracted, because everybody's been paying attention to everything else, but I don't think you guys have been paying attention to what's been going on behind the scenes, and I'm here to let you guys know what's been going on behind the scenes. All right, let's start with this. Amazon appears to be down and is taking popular services like the Ring Smart Home System, Netflix, and Disney with it. So Amazon went down, the service went down, and they took everything down with it. Like, nobody really knew how many things were being used with Amazon, with the Amazon server. So it says the Amazon web. When was this? My bad. This was December 7th. And remember when I was telling you guys about how they were doing the remember when I was telling you guys about how they were doing the I forgot exactly what it was. It was a simulation. It was a cyber attack, a simulation they were doing just in case we went into a cyber attack mode. That's what's going on. Well, that's what went on. And now we have all this little cyber things going on. So that was on the cyber side. And not only that, but also banks went down and a lot of other things went down as well. So that's one thing. And then it's not only cyber stuff, but also we have a flood. We had a flood ravages British Columbia, declares state of emergency. So this was on November 17th. This was a little ways back, but British Columbia declared a state of emergency. Not only did British Columbia declare a state of emergency, but so did what is it? Let me see. Washington State. Washington State also declared a state of emergency. Washington State declared a state of emergency. There were power outages out in Australia. We had power outages out in Australia. Let me see. A storm BARRA hits 30,000 homes in Ireland, and they're without power. So there's homes without power in Ireland, and that was what, the 8th. Today's the 10th. So that was what, Wednesday. There are outages out in Ireland after severe wind and rain and snow sweep the Atlantic. And also, did I tell y'all Hawaii? Did I say Hawaii also? Hawaii governor declared a state of emergency, warns of a disaster occurrence from heavy rains. So this is all going on. And this was the 7th that Hawaii did that. That was Tuesday. I'm going to put this one up on the screen so it could be seen. Let me see. Because this one I want you guys to see. A swarm of more than 40 earthquakes in 24 hours is causing a buzz in the Northwest USA. I hate when this does this. Okay. CNN, one of North America's most active fault lines, sprung to life on Tuesday after a swarm of more than 40 earthquakes, ranging from magnitudes 3.5 to 5.8, rattled off the coast of Oregon, catching the attention of and concerns of millions in the region. The series of earthquakes, which began early Tuesday morning and continued into Wednesday, were all clustered between 200 and 250 miles west of the coast of Newport. So there was more than 40 earthquakes in 24 hours. And this was what Tuesday that this was put up there. So no, Wednesday. So from Tuesday to Wednesday, there were 40 earthquakes in the Northwest United States. Look. This is look. That is crazy. All this is going on, and nobody is really paying too much attention to it because of that all the other things that they're doing to distract us. They're doing a lot of stuff to distract us from the earth. The world is breaking down, and that's probably another reason they're trying to put this whole metaverse thing out there, because the world is literally breaking down. Everything is coming down, and team too much. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on, and a lot of these things are going on. They're not really pushing on mainstream. They're not pushing it, so you don't really see it like that. Most 911 service restored after major outage hits King County and 6 others. It was literally 7 counties in Seattle where 911 was down. People couldn't even call 911. And that was in Washington State. Remember I said that they had a bad state of emergency, had floods. Not only they have floods and state of emergencies and bad weather, they having earthquakes. The West Coast is getting it. So Washington State 911 office and local counties will investigate a widespread 911 outage incident that affected Kings County and 6 other counties on Thursday, according to Washington State Emergency Management Division. The state agency said most 911 services were restored Thursday afternoon after issues were reported in 7 counties. So they said 911 was down. The outage also briefly impacted residents in Redmond, and I don't know none of these places. I ain't never been out there, so I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I know how to pronounce this. So, and not only that, oh, hold on, you guys, hold on. I'm not going to jump ahead of myself. I'm not going to jump ahead of myself. I'm gonna do it one story at a time because I could jump ahead of myself. Yeah, they are testing the grid shutdown. Y'all know I could jump ahead of myself and go all the way left. Dust storm expected on Wednesday throughout Israel. There was a bad dust storm in Israel that happened in Israel on Wednesday. So it's not just like in the United States. This is happening all over the world, bro. Things are messing up all over the world. My bad, my computer was about to. My laptop was trying to die on me. It says a dust storm is expected to hit Israel, especially in this region, causing high levels of air pollution on Wednesday. The Environmental Protection Ministry warned on Tuesday. So, hey, phenomenal. Yep, and that volcano, and not only is that is La Palma. Not only is that volcano gone, but there's also 16 to 17 other volcanoes that is literally going on at the same time. There is like, I think a total of 17 or 18 volcanoes right now that is active. Like right now. All right. So did I even put that? Did I put that tab up here about the volcanoes? I don't think I did, actually. Hey, Queen B. Hey, sis. All right. Let me see. Look, things are so bad. Look what LAPD. LAPD tells citizens, oh, what is that? The truth about guns. All right. LAPD tells citizens, we can't help you, so cooperate and comply with criminals and be a good witness. And I don't know why, but I get the tweets from the LAPD and they be doing some crazy. Look, let me tell you, they be having car chases in Los Angeles. They be having all kind of shootouts. It be the news to come out of LA be really wild. And that's the only reason I didn't stop getting tweets, because it's like a real live movie. The kind of things that be coming out of LA is really like a movie. It's wild. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting a little cough. So this is going to be a quick live because I don't feel too well. I ain't even going to spill to you good people. But I wanted to get you guys hip to what's going on, because it's a lot going on behind the scenes that they're not telling you about. They're talking about all the things that are going on in the foreground, but they're not telling nobody about what's going on behind the scenes. Like, for instance, the the young man who shot up the schools. He shot up his school, and his parents got locked up as well. And so his parents got a private lawyer. He got a public defender, and everybody is, thank you so much, Queen B. You are the best. And everybody is talking about how that young man got a public defender, and that case is everywhere. But you're not seeing a lot about what's going on with the Maxwell case. With the who, that Epps, you know who I'm talking about. You don't hear too much about that case. And the fact that they're real live putting out a lot. I'm not going to put it on my channel because of what it entails and the kind of people that they're talking about. But they're really putting names out there. They're putting names out there. They're putting dates out there. They're really putting out their evidence of what these people are doing. And a lot of people that they're saying participated in this heinous crap are people that a lot of people look up to. They're governors. That's why you have so many people stepping down from the positions that they're in. And not only that, but they cut the live feed of the trial of the what is that one? Maxwell. Is her name Maxwell? Maxine? Old boy's girl. I don't want to say his name like that because then they shadow ban you. It'd be a whole lot. Go ahead, ban it, Queen Bee. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, sis. So, yeah, they banned the live feed from being able to show what's going on in that case. But they're pushing, and I hate to say this, and it's a conspiracy channel. Everything is a conspiracy, but that kind of start to make me think: did they orchestrate that school shooting and really hurt them kids so that they can have something running parallel to so they can have something running parallel to that trial, so they can put another trial out there with that trial, so that we will pay more attention? Because everybody, all of us, we all hurt when a kid gets hurt. We don't want to see a child hurt, and we don't like school shootings. They have you blocked. Hold on, let me go in the chat and on my cellular device. I'm a mute because I don't want y'all to hear me twice. Hold on. Yeah, Queen Bee took them out. They're gone. But that start making me wonder if if they orchestrated that school shooting so that they can have that trial running parallel with, what's her name, Maxine? Golly, what is that girl's name? Oh yeah, Maxwell. Gosling Maxwell, that's her name, Maxwell. So they can have that trial running parallel with Maxwell's trial, so that people won't be so fixated on that trial and will be looking at the school shooting. That's just my hey Prophet. That's just my conspiracy theory. I forgot to put the link in the chat. My bad, you guys. I don't know. I'm not feeling too good. I usually get sick around this time. Y'all know it's around my birthday. My birthday's next month, and around this time I always get sick. So starting to not feel too well. Please excuse me. That's why this is gonna be a quick live. That's why I'm kind of zipping through the information. My brother still don't feel good. That's why he not here. And y'all men, when y'all get sick, y'all cry like little babies. So I don't got time for that. Nah, he don't feel good. That's my brother. I love him. He can be sick, but he still be crying like a little baby when he's sick. It's okay. But I didn't want to go 2 weeks without doing a live because that's too much inconsistency. All right. So they are babies. When men get sick, I promise you, they act like they dying and they not coming back. It's terrible. Whew. But yeah, with that I just believe that whole case is it's a distraction within itself. And then I think about that because I mean, look at it. Look how it's going. And not only that, but the distraction started. He's how would have unsubscribed. Oh, he would have unsubscribed. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. But that really makes me want to, wonder if how many things were a distraction. Like how many things were trying to distract us from this, Maxwell getting up there and testify. All right, Prophet, I'll be at your channel. I promise. I gotta resubscribe to a lot of people because when they took my other channel, they took everybody out. I gotta find everybody, but I got you. I'll be over there. And so yeah, I am going to drink some tea. I do drink Simply Balanced, Queen Bee. I do. I don't have that kind though. Yeah, because I could feel the tickle in my throat already. And I know that I can feel the tickle in my throat. It's about to go south. So when I feel the tickle in my throat, that's when I get to it. That's when I got a nip in the butt because I don't want them to think I got that vid. That's the you know how they are. You sit up there, you cough now. You can't even sneeze. I was driving home from work today and what did I do? I inhaled. I know I'm gonna do it. I inhaled and I accidentally inhaled spit and I started coughing. And the man in the car next to me looked at me like I was some type of zombie from beyond the great. Look, sir. I literally just inhaled my damn spit. I'm choking here. Oh my gosh, Phenomenal says she put her mask on. I don't have the bed. I promise I don't. Oh yeah, I promise you, men couldn't have babies. Men could not have babies. Oh my gosh, no, they couldn't. They'd have passed out. I sneeze more than once too. I sneeze multiple times, and I try to do the little sneezes. I try to do the cute sneeze. You know. That's the kind of sneezes I try to do in public. But when I'm by myself, I promise you, I sound like some kind of animal. I do. I sound like, I don't know, a skinwalker. I can't even tell you. I ain't never heard of skinwalker. Let me stop lying. But I sound very scary when I'm by myself. But when I'm in public, I be trying hard to do the cute little sneezes. Knowing daggone well my nose too big to be doing no cute little sneezes. People do be trying to hold in their cough. I didn't know. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't even know you could hold in a cough until COVID came, bro. You have no idea how many coughs I held in. How many times I almost died from inhaling my spit because I inhaled. I'd be in my car singing, or I'm always singing. As I be singing, my mouth open, I inhale the spit go in my lungs. Do you know that you don't have to really cough that up? I really just realized that. I'm telling you. I didn't know. You can you can that to death. When you inhale and you accidentally inhale some spit, you can you can I'm telling you, I be sounding like I'm growling. I'm not about to cough. You're not about to get me. Crazy. Got people scared to cough, scared to sneeze. You know what I'm saying? Scared to get liquid out their lungs. I can't even get the liquid out my lungs. Jeez. I'm just going to sit up here and just die from my spit asphyxiation. Like, what did she die of? Oh, she was scared to cough to spit out her lungs. She died. That's what she died of. Fluid in her lungs while at work. I don't got time for that. But This right here is wild. Los Angeles telling citizens, look, we can't help you. So just comply with criminals and be a good witness. And you know what's so crazy? Hey, Justice. You know what's so crazy is that criminals, like, they're trying to take the guns from the citizens. Like, the gun laws are only going to affect a law abiding citizens. Gun laws are not going to affect the criminals. Gun laws are not going to affect the criminals. So if you're going to take the guns away from the citizens, it's really bad that now we know that you're just going to tell them to comply with the criminals. Like, do y'all see where this is going? That's really crazy. That's really wild. All right. So I got some more stuff I want to tell y'all. Hold on, look at this. Y'all, so many things is going. It's so many things going on. It's a lot. All right. So look, you remember how I told you guys before how I believe that a lot of these things that was going on was the cube. It was the Saturn cube ritual. How I told you guys that I believe the Saturn cube ritual was behind the whole Travis Scott thing, which I believe is also a cover up for the Maxwell trial, because we're all looking at him. They're pushing a lot of things. They're going to be pushing a lot of things to cover up this Maxine Epstein trial. I promise you they are. They ain't done yet. It's about to be a whole circus. So remember I told you, but they're doing a lot of cube ritual and they're targeting children. They're targeting children. The children is their base. So look what the Chinese supposedly found on the moon. Because I'm telling y'all, I really do believe we're in a holographic world. So a lot of this moon stuff, and I can't. So it says, look, Chinese rover spots a moon cube. They spot a cube. You got me playing. They spot a cube on the moon. So if this doesn't tell you that they're doing the Saturn moon, with how are they gonna put a cube on the moon? When is this? When they write this? I don't see no day. Oh, here it is. December 8th. That was what? Dang, everything happened Wednesday. Everything is happening Wednesday. So it says the rover spots a moon cube and opens a new lunar mystery. There ain't no mystery. Look, they got a cube on the moon. I keep telling you, I try to tell y'all, Saturn, it's a cube ritual, a Saturn cube ritual, and it's aimed at the children. The age of Aquarius, I had told y'all when I had the old page about how the age of Aquarius and how the story behind the Aquarius and how he looked down and he saw a little boy that he liked, that he wanted for himself. So he took him for himself. So the whole Saturn thing is aimed at the love of children, but not the kind of love of children us normal people have. You know, that them people, the kind of love them people be having. You know, them weirdos. So it's a whole lot of Saturn cubed and child ritualistic things going on right now. It's all with the times. So it says, where is the moon cube? Whatever the moon cube might be, it is currently about a football field away from the YUTU-2 rover, which is the first rover to explore the far side of the moon. Both the rover and the mysterious object sit on the Von Karman, they didn't name these places, crater, a 110-mile diameter impact crater, the southern polar region of the moon. Did you want to say something? I'll pause, Prophet, so you can talk.
I want to say, you done know, sis, man. Good to hear your voice. Been a long time speaking to you, eh? You hear me properly, clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, you see that moon cube now. That's like the worship of the goddess in a sense. Like You know how like you have the Islamic religion, and
Mm-hmm.
they stick their head in what represents the vagina.
I didn't know that.
It's like a little thing, a ritual that they do. They stick their head in there.
Hold
In
on,
the big giant cube, they have a hole in the cube, right?
I didn't know that. I'll Google it
Similar
now.
like that, representing like the moon. The
Islamic
goddess energy.
is a moon. That is a moon um religion, because Christianity is a sun religion. That's why they always say son of God and son of this, and everything
Right.
revolves around the sun. And
You see
Islamic
the
is.
duality right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, the biggest elites that do that. You know what I mean? Do that type of shit. They dip their head in that hole, pray to that square. And you know what it is too. Cause they're all connected. We know that, right? All the religions are
It
connected. It's
says
like pieces of the
black
puzzle, right?
black stone in Mecca. Is that what you're talking about?
A little. Is it that?
I don't know. I'm about
It's
to
a little
hold on.
more than that. It's a little more too. Cause
No, I'm asking you, is that the cube they stick the head in? I'm about to put it on the
yeah,
screen.
it's a big giant cube. It's like a coliseum full of people. It's
Like
like
this.
damn, there's some. You
That
got.
Colosseum. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yep. You got it. You got it. I usually see it in all black. I didn't see it with all the little features on there, though, little writings and the golden parts, like the brown parts or whatever.
That's the same thing. That's Saturn. That's the
Yeah.
Saturn cube worship.
Yeah, you see that hole right there? You see that?
Oh, I didn't
Go up a
know.
little bit. You go up a little. You skipped it. Right there. Okay, right there. That
Can you
that's a
see it?
part of the cube. You see that hole?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
circle? That's where they dip their head in there and they pray to that shit.
And that's supposed to be the vagina?
Yeah.
You can
That's
put
like
your
a
whole
goddess
head
worship. I don't know if it's a whole head, but maybe the tip of the top. I seen Thing did it. What's the white president we have? What's his name again? That was
Biden,
before, not before
Trump,
Biden. What's his name again?
Trump.
The red Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump. Barack Obama did it. There's a lot of stuff on those guys doing that. I'm pretty sure Biden did. I ain't seen a picture or nothing on
Biden
him.
probably would have fell asleep in there. I ain't messing with Biden.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. They worship that moon. That's the moon goddess worship right there. But it connects in Christianity also, because it's like you fold like the cross.
Mm-hmm.
If you fold the cross, you get a square. Like just picture a cross now. If I
Yeah,
could give
you
you a
do.
right, if you fold a cross, you'll get a square. So it connects with Christianity at the same time, right? These are people that worship the symbols and the stuff that they give you in the system rather than worshiping the Most High itself.
Yeah, I never
They worship,
understood that.
yeah, they worshiping what's given to you rather than worshiping the actual person of the Creator. I mean, the actual Creator of the world, or the individuals of the world, the populace. So that's what they use these things for. You know what I mean? Sun worship, and you have moon worship. You go back and forth with the Catholic and the Islam and the Christianity, and you got the different versions of Christianity too that break it down in a different sense with lies at the same time to confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
You already know how this shit goes, man.
Religion is really mixed with, I don't want to call it witchcraft, but it's not
Mhm.
Christianity. It's pagan Christian. It's
Yeah,
religion.
paganism.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's so many aspects of Christianity that isn't
Mhm.
Christianity, or what they say Christianity should be.
You see that Colosseum there? That big giant Colosseum? That's owned by mainly Catholics. Even though it's an Islamic religion, a lot of the owners, I wouldn't even say they're Catholic, but they represent the religion of Catholic, even if they're not Catholic themselves, because they know the bigger picture. They know the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those
The
people run
Roman,
that Colosseum.
the Roman. It do look like a Roman Catholic
Right.
Coliseum, don't it?
And the Romans run all those religions, right? Because they have to give you the truth at the same time. They're the same people from the fallen, reincarnated in these vessels that we have here today. So a lot of them are in that crowd too.
I know somebody did not put the GameCube right there. I know they didn't.
Oh, the GameCube. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Why are they just rude? They don't
To
care.
represent the systems giving you truth and lies at the same time.
They do.
You know. Yeah, but you see the vagina, what represents the vagina.
I didn't even know that's what it was.
And then if you don't got that, you got the phallus, the like a Washington Square.
And at the Vatican.
And yeah, you got all those phalluses and all that shit. It's like, you know.
Yeah, penises. So Christianity give you the penis, and
That's a good way to look
Islam
at it.
gives you the vagina.
That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, that's what it looked like. It looked like
Yeah.
it looked like Christianity is the sun and the penis,
Right.
and
Right.
Islam is the moon and the vagina.
Yeah, that's a good way of even breaking it down right there. I never thought of it that way. Like that's deep. That is deep. Wow. And Catholic probably represents the both of them in one.
Catholic is Christianity, is a part of Christianity.
Yeah, it's part of that. But you know, they run this shit too. Even Islam part.
They have Islam, Christianity, and it's another one. It's a third one, I think.
Judaism? Hinduism?
Yeah, Hinduism is, hold on, but I don't know what Hinduism would represent.
Buddhism?
Buddhism is the fat man, right?
Yeah.
But it's three. Let me look. Let me Google the three major.
You got five. I would say four, but you can say five main religions, like main ones. And you got the offsprings, off branches.
We not Googling the major religions. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. It is Judaism. It's Christianity.
Right.
Judaism. So what was? I don't know nothing about Judaism. Do I? What is Judaism?
In my opinion, Judaism is like the pre-Christianity at its natural form. But the thing about Judaism is what they give you is brainwashing at the same time, just like how Christianity is. In today's society, they don't break it down to the fullest extent. It was before Christianity, right? Judaism. That was the
It says Judaism is the world's oldest monotheistic religion, dating nearly 4,000 years. Followers of Judaism believe in one God who revealed himself through an ancient prophet. The history of Judaism. So this is the Jesus thing, right?
You know what?
No, this is before Jesus.
What I would say is this is Jesus in his natural name.
That's it. It's Abraham.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is the Old Testament.
Yeah, Abrahamic. Yeah, Abrahamic.
Okay, yeah, then Christianity is more the New Testament.
That's the Pisces age, and the Judaism is more of the Aries.
Yeah, it's the Aries because it's the bull and the ram.
Yeah, the transition of going in from Taurus to the Aries, going backwards on the scale of zodiac.
And then the next one is from Pisces to Aquarius. Because you got to remember, Pisces, Jesus, when you see the man with the water, follow him into the house.
The water barrier. Yeah.
So the next one is, so the Bible goes from, what was it? Taurus to Aries or Aries to Taurus?
It goes backwards, from Taurus to Aries, which it should be going from Aries to Taurus. That's counterclockwise if we go back from Taurus to Aries.
And then it goes from Pisces to Aquarius.
That's the age we're in right now. This transition that we're going in right now.
Yeah.
Going into that figuring out what's the 5D and 4. And you see, it's lined up with third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. It's all lined up. So they're giving you truth at the same time, but they're mixing it with lies to scare you, scare tactics, to lower your vibration.
Yeah, that's why I say, because if they scare you, if you work with fear, your vibration really lowers.
Right.
You can't
And
raise.
they have to mix it in along with giving you the truth. So they're giving you the truth in that sense with the 5D, and you got to figure that out in the research, right?
Yeah.
So it's up to you to work hard to learn, so you graduate type shit to the next level of life.
And if you live in fear, and if you stay being scared, you're not going to
You're not
move
going to
up.
graduate. You're not going to graduate. Yeah, you're not going to move up.
And things are really going at a very rapid rate. And that's what I be trying to tell everybody, that things are going they're moving really, really fast.
Yeah.
And you got to really go ahead.
Look how they changed the name of even Christ's name
What they calling
to
him now?
Jesus. They call him Jesus, right?
Yeah, they call him G.
They
Everything
hijacked the
changed.
story from the original person. You know, hijacked the whole story, changed it up with lies. You know, you got to go to the strong concordance. All those books, you got to go back to the strong concordance to like break it down. But not much people like to read nowadays because of this visual arts going on.
Oh, the Starbucks logo Queen Bee is a mermaid, a siren. It's a mermaid with her tail splits, and she's busting it wide open on the cup. Maybe I shouldn't have made it like that.
This is some important stuff right here you're doing right here. Like research you're going into. This is good stuff for people that's not up to par with these.
Yeah, I try to look at what's going on behind the scenes.
You know,
There's a lot of things going on in front of the scene. And don't get me wrong, it's nice to read. It's nice to look at. It's entertaining, but it's not what we really should be focusing on.
Nope.
And she says, do you know, she said, Sis Just, did you see in the world news that Travis Scott denies any wrongdoing about the 10 people who died at his concert? Yeah, he's getting sued, and he doesn't want to get sued. So he's honestly not going to admit to anything. He's not going to say, oh yeah, I messed up. Because if he say that, come on, look who's he's aligned with. He's aligned with the Kardashian Jenner. They're like PR geniuses. Like them witches. They're terrible people. They're horrible people. They're good witches. Don't get me wrong, they're good witches, but they're horrible people. They're horrible humans.
But I'm just, like the term witches shouldn't be used in the same sentence as good people when we come to relating them to each other.
No, I never said that they were good people. Yeah. I said they were good witches. They're horrible.
Well, good witch, what I'm saying, like the term witches, they ain't good at all. Like anything with witch is not good.
No, that's why they're horrible humans.
Yeah.
They're good at what they are. Like, for instance, if someone's a murderer, they're a good murderer. They're good at killing people and get away with it. That does not make them a good person.
Exactly. Right.
Oh yeah, you're right. He didn't set it up. That's why I said beforehand that I do believe that a lot of these events that we're dealing with now is to get our attention away from that whole vaccine thing going on, because it's a lot of information that's coming out during that court hearing that we're not hearing about, because we're hearing about Travis Scott, we're hearing about the little boy that shot up his high school, his parents, we're hearing about everybody but that. We're not hearing about that. And I do believe that a lot of those things, like, why would he even, like, it's so many things, so many people was trying to tell him that things weren't right, and he was ignoring them all. And then he said during a little interview with Charlamagne the God that they was telling him stuff in his ear, his little earpiece. And I do believe that he was meant to keep it going.
Now, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, and I'm not going to excuse Travis Scott. But I'll go off the same comment that Queen B said, right? Let's look at a sequence of when you do an event, right? It's up to the people that set the event up. I know it's Travis Scott, it's his event, but there's people, promoters behind even Travis Scott, even bigger than him, for him to
Mhm.
use. It's like, for example, he's like the scapegoat, the one to use to put the blame on at the end of the day. Even though he is most likely a part of, you know what I mean? What's
Yeah,
going on. But I wouldn't, me personally, if you look at a sequence of things, I'm not going to blame Travis Scott. I'm going to blame the people that manage the event.
it
They're
was
the ones that manage it.
it was a sacrifice on many different levels, and everybody
Right.
was involved in it.
Right. And he
You
and
know,
he
even
put
if
himself in that equation maybe for gain or something like that.
it was for gain, and
Yeah.
he's not going to get in trouble. If you watch the interview he did with Charlemagne the God, and Charlemagne the God is another one.
Oh yeah.
Um, he was leading him. If you really sit down and you watch it with your all of your eyes open, Charlemagne the God literally was telling him what to say when he didn't know what to say. And I was
As if they're
watching
working
it.
together.
Charlemagne the God is he is what Tasha K is trying to become. Charlemagne the God is a large scale what Tasha K is for YouTube. And what she's trying to break out of YouTube and be what Charlemagne the God is, what Wendy Williams is. All of the people that you see having talk shows and that interview people, they don't really interview people. What they do is they get in front of a person, right? And they orchestrate what they want the masses to know. The person doing the interview, we as people out here, we think that, oh, they're going to question them, they're going to give them the hard questions. No, they're not going to give them the hard questions. What they want to do is they get from the higher ups, we want the masses to believe this and that. And the interviewer says, okay, that's what you want them to believe. I got you. They get in front of the person. The person was already told by whomever what they had to say. So if they ever come off of script, the interviewer is there to put them back on script. And if you look at Charlemagne the God, he is keeping Travis Scott on script. And he is very good at what he does. And I had
Yeah, because
said
they're
a
all
while
part of the same
ago,
circle.
I had said a while ago that Tasha K, she is getting groomed and being groomed to be that. And a lot of times she talking about how she used to be in PR. A lot of these people that make it on YouTube or anywhere else, they are industry. They have always been industry. They have always had ties to the industry. That's
Yeah.
that's that's them. Look at Jason Lee. Jason Lee is another one. If you listen to his stories, how do you know Jason Lee? If you are just a person who came up on your own, you made your own YouTube, how do you know Queen Latifah for 14 years? Like, you got to listen to some of the stories that these people be telling you. You know what I'm saying? How do you know these big stars for all this time if you just made it up on your own with your own bootstrapping? You wouldn't.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I mixed up the comments. As they said, I'm sorry about that. I guys, it's like compact. So I was reading. I was thinking. I was reading. I said the wrong name. Uh, they said it was the other
Dang,
sister's
he
name.
does events for 20,000 people.
Uh, I'll say. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't Queen Bee. Uh, yeah. So the Eat Kitchen. Yeah.
I
She
don't
said a
even like
comment.
to. I couldn't
I
even
was
be
gonna
around
talk to her.
20,000 people. That's too many people. 20,000 people. That's a lot of people right there. EE be doing it up. I'm telling you, EE be on her little. If you look, you need to subscribe to the Eat Kitchen and look at some of the things she be eating. She be cooking. It's good. It looks really good. Okay. I need to go get me a plate. EE. I need to come get a plate. I'm getting a plate. EE. I'm gonna email you because I need a plate.
Hey, Eat Kitchen. Are you like vegan or?
No. Look at her channels. Just go ahead, type in the Eat Kitchen and go ahead and subscribe to her
Well, I've
channel.
subscribed to her already. I think.
Oh, you did? Then you seen what she be cooking. He be cooking.
I
She
think
don't be playing.
YouTube. Well, they used to do that a lot. They'll unsubscribe you from people's channels
Oh
and shit
yeah,
like that.
make sure you still subscribe to her. Cause
You know,
she be cooking. She don't be playing. I be trying to follow some of her recipes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't really turn out how it look when do it. So
because I believe I don't mean to go into this again. God, I know a lot of people don't like to hear this type of stuff, but like I, it's not on my belief, not only my research, but it's kind of proven in a sense. And that'll take me about an hour to go into that. Well, it's like I believe people should be eating according to their blood type
yeah.
because what's good for me, for my blood type, may not necessarily be good for you. So there are
I
some people that their body can handle dairy better. There's some people that their body can handle meat better. You
I
get where I'm coming
actually
from?
I actually wrote a little book. It's a little book. It's something slight. I actually wrote a book about how I changed my mental health. And one of the way I changed my mental health is I ate for my blood type. I eat for my blood type. Um I wrote it in my book. It's on Amazon.
Same here. I eat
it's
according to my blood type also,
it's
man.
called from what is it called? It's called from medication to meditation. It's on Amazon. You can go get it. Um and what I did was I ate for my blood type. And because I used to be I used to suffer from a lot of different mental illness. I ain't gonna spoil to you. Your girl, your sis was a little off, okay? I had some things going on in my cranium. And so I didn't I came to the conclusion that I wanted to change mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and everything. And I didn't want to take medication anymore. I didn't want to be on antidepressants, um, anti this and anti that and all that other stuff. And so I worked with my doctor, and I no longer take any of that stuff. And I wrote about it. And one of the things that I did was I ate for my blood type. I eliminated liquor. I don't do drugs. Um, I'm very mindful of the music I watch. I mean, I listen to and the movies I watch because everything that you consume and people think when they think of consumption, they just think of food, but it's not. Consumption is everything. All of your senses consume. So everything that you consume becomes a part of you and is a part of how you feel. I did meditation. I did affirmations. It was a long road. It took a couple of years, but I went from that depression, wanting to die. Like I just didn't want to be here. Like I didn't care. Like my whole life, I mean, most I did. First of all, I didn't think I was gonna live to be 30. I didn't think I was gonna live to be 30, and that was what I motivated myself on. Like I don't care. I'm depressed, but it's okay. I'm not gonna be here to be 30. So then when I turned 30, I'm like, damn, I actually lived to be 30. Like, shit, I guess I might have to be here. Then I had my son, and I was like, okay, I need to get my shit together. That's when,
Different demons for different people.
and I overcame a lot of demons.
Uh,
I have overcome a lot. I have a very strong spiritual team. I have a very strong spiritual backing. The demons I've had to overcome and I've had to fight, and the demons I've conquered to get where I'm at, and the angels that I have acquired is scary. And I tell people all the time, it's not easy, but it's rewarding. And it's a long battle. It's not something that you just going to do overnight and then once you do it, you're good. It's a long battle, but it's worth it. So I do recommend
oh
eating
yeah,
for your blood type. I really do. And you can
that's how
Google
you
it.
avoid a cancer.
Yeah, you Google it. You know, if you know your blood type, you just Google how do you eat for your blood type, or what foods are good for your blood type.
Just type in blood type dietary, and if you
Or
know your
just talk
blood
to your
type, type in your blood type dietary for this blood type.
or
for
just
your
talk to
blood
your
type.
doctor. Work with your physician. Your physician.
And I
Physician.
can always send you diagrams if you email me and stuff. I have everything on that.
Queen bee.
I got a whole catalog of every food you're supposed to eat in every category for your
Yeah.
blood type.
Yep. I started that years ago. Queen bee, it is. They coming in here crazy, aren't they, sis? I don't know, little sis. I don't know what's going on. I guess I don't know. I guess look, I'm a targeted channel because I talk about things that I guess I'm not supposed to talk about.
Yeah. That's very important to know your blood. It's not only to avoid cancer and things like that, but it's also to know your origin, your essence, your natural essence when it comes to realms where you came from. And that's what I was going to go into later, sis. I'm just.
You was?
Yeah, I was going to go into it later. Hopefully, I'm up to it. I gotta take. I come from
What's your
work.
blood type?
I'm an AB.
You're AB? Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
A.
yeah. Oh, you
Just
A,
A.
yeah?
Yep, just A.
You know if you're
What's
positive or negative.
positive? I'm not I have I'm not that. I'm all right. I'm A positive.
All right.
Yep. I have the Reese's. I have the Reese's gene.
Okay. So those are you see, we had this conversation before, maybe not in depth, but we had it to a certain point where the positive is that's talking about the beings in Genesis when it talks about the second creation of people that was made from dust or
Mm-hmm.
dirt from the earth, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
be
the A
fruitful and
positive.
multiply.
The A
Because
negative are not from Earth.
there
Or
we
not
go.
A, but
So
just the negative. The RH negatives, they lack the Rhesus gene. They lack
right,
the gene that every organism from Earth is made of. And not only that, but RH positive and RH negative. If they have a baby, the like say if a RH positive woman and a RH negative man have a baby, or vice versa, the
right. The woman's
antibody
body will
will
abort the
attack
fetus.
that. They will attack and abort that fetus because they feel that it is a
Foreign.
foreign, yep, a foreign thing in their belly.
Right.
So the
That's where a lot of
immune
abortions come from.
um natural abortion.
Yeah.
So now if you're like I'm A positive, if I were to have a mate that was A negative, I would have to take medications to be able to carry his baby. So my body, well, I would have to take immune suppressant medication to carry his baby. So my body won't attack the baby thinking that it was a foreign invader. And what's crazy, y'all know I was in 2 biology classes this semester. Y'all know because I was struggling. And so what's weird is that in those biology courses that I was taking, they were talking about that. And I like philosophy. I love philosophy. So I'm in my biology course of philosophizing. And not only that, but I was also talking to my biology teachers about a lot of the articles that I bring to you guys. About CRISPR that they took my post down for, and a lot of the things. And I talked to them about the vaccine and how it mutates, and so I'm not gonna lie, I learned a lot in those biology classes, not just about what they were teaching, but I also asked them about the things before I brought them to you guys about gene editing and all of that stuff. So
So you know about like the percentages, like all negative blood types, ABO, AB,
mhm.
negative. All of them make up 15%, roughly 15% of this
No,
world,
less
right?
than that. Less than that. They make up, I would say, a good maybe even 5% now. Let me look.
Because
Let me
I
see.
know a lot of like but you see this goes into your candle, right? Your candle being moved. Now
I remember
you know about the menorah?
it used to be only 2%.
I'm talking about all blood types. That's negative
Oh, I thought
in
you
the
were talking
world population, right?
about.
All of them. Not just like A by itself or B by itself. I'm talking about A, B, O, and AB, right?
I thought you was talking
Negative.
about no. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
15% of the population
Yeah.
is RH negative.
Out of 100, right?
Yep.
Now, O negative is the highest
Hold on.
one, the most
Hold on.
popular one out of all of them. They're red cell
I think that was
donors.
the most. No, AB negative is the most scarce
No,
one, isn't it?
no. AB negative is the most rarest blood type in
Yeah,
the
that's the
world.
most scarce one.
Yeah, but O negative is the most popular out of the negatives.
You know, Trump was O negative, Obama was AB negative. Do you know all of our presidents was RH negative and left-handed?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
That's how you know they were all related. All
oh
right, it
yeah.
says what are the rarest blood types? O positive, 35%, O negative, 13%, A positive, 30%, A negative,
I know
8%,
about it.
B positive, 8%, B negative 2%, AB positive 2%, and AB negative is only 1% in the world.
And it varies. Like the B and the AB. B negative and AB positive, they vary. Sometimes it's third and sometimes it's second.
Hmm.
Because as we speak right now, there's children being born that have that blood type. You know what I mean? So it varies. It goes up and down between B and AB. B negative and AB positive. But yeah, AB negative is the rarest blood type.
I wonder what blood type was Hitler.
But I'm of AB positive, so
AB positive is still
yeah, it's pretty rare. It's like the third to fourth out of the eight.
CIA Hitler manifest. It said his blood type in here. I thought it said, I don't know. Don't get me lying to you guys.
But with different sites come different results at times, right?
It does. You know they always say
Yeah,
something different all of them. Did
it's
you
not far
know
off
that
though.
Did you know that Obama and Hitler were related?
Man, they're all related.
They
Obama
are.
and Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth and
Yes,
Obama is related.
but Obama, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can get it.
Queen Elizabeth is a O negative.
That's Obama. That's Trump's blood type.
Yeah. AB is Obama's AB negative. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
All the it's not only the politicians, but in the world, the elite, but like even your entertainers that's high up in entertainment industry, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, and all that shit. They're all negative.
They are. They
They're
are.
all
They
negative.
are related. They're all related. I be trying to tell people they're all related.
So these people, they haven't been around just for this life. These are reincarnated souls within vessels. So I always tell people why you think like when you see an old elite, they're on their dying age, they're almost dead. You can see it. They're still smiling, they're still feeling good. You know why? They have a lot of vessels to put their soul in, their spirit. They have a lot of vehicles that are boring. And this is where that movie like what's that movie called where he goes into a dark place and all that?
Which one?
It's not is it Get Out? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Get Out. Yeah, that movie's telling you that. You know, that's what they do. It's literally real life. It's like a lot of these celebrities, they have a lot of money where they borrow vessels for another lifespan to widen their lifespan. So that's where these movies are telling you the truth, but they don't give you all of it. Where they just leave you thinking it's just a movie. You know, that's what it's talking about. They're boring people's vessels.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out. Well, look, hold on. Let
Yeah,
me go.
but Queen Elizabeth is not. You see, this goes into draconian talk. We're talking about people that's been living over centuries and
Yes.
centuries and being reincarnated. So when you watch movies like Old Guard, it's not just talking about like they make it seem like we're talking about soldiers. These are talking about draconian spirits within vehicles, vessels, temples. They come here again from the past, generations ago, centuries ago, and they relive their life again in rulership. So this is why I'm talking about Queen Elizabeth. She's an elite. But all
Mhm.
senior citizens, like my grandmother, is not an elite. My grandmother's friends that I grew up with, they're not an elite. You know where I'm coming from? It's not talking about just regular senior citizens. Like that'll be us down there in 50 years or 40 years, 30 years if we live that long from now. I'm in my 30s. I'm going to be a senior citizen in damn near 30, 40 years. So it's not talking about us. It's talking about the runners of the world. They're draconian. They're not like their spirit is not natural to this earth,
No,
but
it's
they're
not.
natural in the sense of they're supposed to be doing what they're doing to test you. This life is a test.
They're not natural. That's why if you have a baby with one, you have to have medication so your body doesn't kill
That's
the
what I'm saying.
baby.
Now, you said it. I'm just. You said it on the reverse side, right? Because I know it. I know it on the side where if the male is a positive, and he sleeps with a female who's a negative, and the sperm is injected. You know where I'm coming from? From there,
Yeah,
I know it from what you
if
said.
the baby becomes a positive, then I don't know. I forgot.
I know from what you said, but I never heard it on the flip side. Like if the female
That
was
the
a positive and the male was
Yeah,
a negative,
if the
and
baby, if when they have the baby, it becomes a positive. The mother, if she's a negative, she will try to kill the baby.
because I
If the baby is, if the baby is if the dad's a positive, the mother's a negative, and the baby is developed as a positive, the body just might try to kill that baby.
no, okay, this is what I'm saying. All right, you see, this is a wide topic. It's very wide because when we talk about people's candles being moved,
Mm-hmm.
you see the way you live in this society, this current realm that they call this earth or whatever. Your candle could be moved depending on your lifestyle. So you could be this blood type. You could be born as this type of blood type, but throughout your lifestyle, your blood type changes. Because on the flip side, I never really looked into it as far as if the male parent is a positive and the female parent is a negative. No, sorry. If the female parent was a positive and the male parent was a negative, I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, because even if the male is like a positive, it's a possibility that he can have a baby that is a positive.
No, but say if the male was negative and the female was positive.
I believe that it might attack the sperm cells.
All right, you could do a screen share with showing the chart, like blood type
Let me
chart.
see. Let me see.
I don't know if they'll have the positive and negative blood type chart right away. It's probably going to be hard to find because they know what they're doing. They know it's such a wide topic that they'll just give you blood types in general, but they won't break it down to the RH factor. So we
Yeah,
got to figure it out ourselves.
that's why you have to know how to ask the question. You have to learn
Yeah.
how to ask the question, and so that they can give you an answer, so it can sound like you're just looking for it for educational purposes. RH blood type and the effects on reproduction. When a RH negative woman gives birth to a RH positive baby, this is called RH incompatibility.
That's talking about if the male was a positive and the woman was RH negative.
Yeah, it says, hold on. It said that means that that means that the sperm does have an effect on whether the babies are positive or negative. It says because the Rh negative mom will treat the Rh positive protein found in the baby's blood as foreign and will make antibodies to attack them if these blood types mix in any way during the pregnancy. Oh shoot.
right? But what if it's reversed? What if it's reversed? Where the female is a positive receiving a negative blood?
I don't know.
Because it's just like, let's look at this now. Let's go away from pregnancy for a little bit. Now, I don't really believe in the blood transfusion, but then again, it's still a fact. It's still a fact. Where if if you get into an accident, for example, right? Something
Here you
happens
go.
to you.
What happens if the mom is Rh positive? Rh antibodies are harmless until the mother's second or later pregnancy. If she ever carrying another Rh positive child, her Rh antibodies will recognize the Rh proteins on the surface of the baby's blood cells as foreign. What happens if the mother is Rh positive and the baby is Rh positive? Hold on. Maybe that's not it.
I want to find out from the negative side, because that goes into the because it depends on what your blood is that you can. I already know, like, if say
Here you
you're a
go.
RH positive male.
It says, can a Rh positive mother have a baby with Rh negative? So it is possible for two people who are Rh positive to produce a child that is Rh negative. The answer is yes, but only if neither parent passes along the rhesus D. Hold on. What happens if a Rh positive mother becomes pregnant with a Rh negative baby? If the mother is Rh negative, her immune system will treat the Rh positive fetal cells as if they are foreign substances. The mother's body makes antibodies against the fetal blood cells. These antibodies, it's only if if the mother's Rh positive, it won't affect the baby. If the baby's Rh negative, only if the mother is Rh negative, it will try to kill the Rh positive baby.
And that question right there is showing without the father.
Yeah, the father would have to be Rh negative
That's what I'm
because they would
saying
have to
now.
get the Rh negative from somewhere. So I don't think that it will affect it.
Because on the flip side now, if you're a RH positive male, right, and you sleep with a RH negative female, yeah, her body begins to abort the fetus, but not the first child. Not the first child. Only the ones after the first child. You're only allowed to have one kid if you sleep. If you're a RH positive male and you sleep with a woman that's RH negative, you only get one child, and that's why they promote abortions. A lot of females had some abortions to the point that you sleep with a female nowadays, you're going to lose the kid because the first child was already wasted.
Yeah.
But you can have one child, but after that, her body gets immune. Her body becomes immune where it's going to kill the rest of the fetuses after. So that's the trick with that. A lot of people don't know that part, that you can only have one child with an
I
RH
didn't
negative woman if you're a positive.
there's not medicine to stop that?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get into now. They
All
have
right.
something called the immunization needle. There's something called an immunization needle where that's why a lot of kids are being born that's incompatible from incompatible birth. I spoke about this on many platforms, man. There's a needle that they give you. I call it the immunization needle. There's another name for it, which is hard to pronounce for me at times. But that's what kills that incompatibility factor. And that's unnatural birth. And a
Mm.
lot of kids in our generation from the 80s, I was born in the 80s and late 70s, a lot of them are freaking not naturally born. You got the needle from the system in order to be born on this earth.
Okay.
So the spirit that comes in you now, Is it really yours? Well, you inherited to be yours, but was it really supposed to be yours?
Is it really organic?
Right. It's not organic birth. You got a freaking needle from the government in order for you to be birthed. But I'm
Because
looking at blood types, not just away from pregnancy. I use the blood type for example because when you're a negative blood type, like say O negative is a red cell donor, right? A O negative can give blood to any positive blood type. There is no problem there. But what about birth now? Can we equate that to birth, right?
right.
Giving birth to a child. Because if it comes to a blood, if you're dying and you need something, worst case scenario, 'cause I don't deal with blood transfusion. I don't agree with it, but worst case scenario, you're going to need something. Does if you're like a red cell donor is only giving red cells because they're
Yeah.
pure. They can give blood to anybody on the positive side or anybody even on the negative side. That's why O negative is a universal red cell donor. But what about in pregnancy? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to know this a lot better, but nowadays I it's been years since I studied it because I didn't get into it, like as far as a major or anything. So it's like I totally forgot it after the couple years. But that's the thing. That's the trick. So I want to relate to negative. When you say now, if you're a negative father and you sleep with a woman who's positive, I would expect the same thing because your blood is more pure than hers. She's a positive, you're a negative. I know the other way around, she will kill the fetus if it's not the first child. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to relate the blood transfusion with pregnancy. Because I know blood transfusion by heart, but when it comes to the pregnancy, that part is not explained on Google. You notice that. You can research it as much as you want. You probably will never find it. It probably is like on the how much pages away. You probably go to the 50th page. They hide that shit. What happens when the father is a negative and giving his sperm into a positive woman? Because his sperm, he doesn't have antigens on his blood cells, so it shouldn't kill the kid. But the other way around, it would. If woman was positive, I mean, if the woman was a negative and the father was a positive, it would recognize as foreign because it has antigens. You can't put antigens into something that's pure. So it's going to kill it. It's going to recognize these antigens. It's going to kill the fetus. But
Yeah.
what about the other way around? That's what I'm talking about. I can't find that nowhere.
It doesn't come up. Every time I
Right.
try to put it up, it tells
It
the opposite
it
way.
says kid. It says a baby. It's talking about a
No,
baby. I'm
every
talking about
time
a
you look
father.
for what you try to look for, it'll even ask the question that you're asking, but then it'll say if the mother is Rh negative, it won't never put it the other way.
Right.
So
You see
you're
what I'm
right.
saying? They're
It
hiding
don't.
that. That's like hidden from population. Like I kind of believe though it goes hand in hand with pregnancy. Like I think a Rh negative father can can have a kid with a Rh positive mother, but the other way around, if the father is a positive, you can't have a kid with a Rh negative woman because of the antigens on the blood on the red cells. The red cells come with antigens that's going to defect the pregnancy. That's what I think. And I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm more than 50%, more than 60%. I'm like damn near like 80, past 80. That it goes hand in hand with how blood transfusion works. I think it's the same thing as blood transfusion, because sperm is dealing with blood. The sperm is what develops the blood through the ovaries. You know where I'm coming from? And some people get, you know, everybody gets blood from the mother,
Mm-hmm.
feeding from the mother, but at the same time, some people more inherit the father's DNA.
They said that the father, that's who you call, like the father. That's where you get all of your genomes from.
Right. So I want to figure that part. If you can help me with that part, I'll be more than fucking thankful, man.
I can look.
So I can't find that shit nowhere
I'm
on the
sorry.
reverse side.
I can look on my I can look on the other my other
You don't have
search.
me today, but in the future, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could text it
Can
to
you
me.
write it down you can write it down or anything? Like just
You got
look up
my
if the
email.
father is
My
negative.
email is in. Remind me, because I have so many different things going on. I be busy. So my email is in the description. Email me. I don't know if you
All
have
right.
my number. I don't
No, I
know.
don't have.
All right,
I
well,
just
email
catch
me.
you in live and shit, man. I mean, since you lost your channel, I ain't really
I
heard from
know
you or
they took
anything.
my channel.
I got your Facebook. We're on Facebook with each other.
Yeah, you can always hit me up on any all of
But you
my.
don't go on Facebook like that.
I really don't. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't. I don't. I can't keep up with all my social media. I be on Instagram. I try to post all my articles to Telegram. Um, I be on
I
TikTok.
got an Instagram too.
I
Same
do
shit.
TikTok. I do be on the ticks of the talk.
Profit free.
And so you be on Instagram too. All right, I'll look you up on
I don't
Instagram.
use it as much though. That's the thing. But it's like I check it up every now and then.
I really don't be. I try to keep up with my social media, but I work. I go to school, and I'm a hands-on mom, so it's like that. I'm really serious about that.
So let's
You
think
know?
about this. You heard what I said though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Now, if you are a RH positive, you're RH positive,
Or let me see. I can look it up on the
and you
other.
sleep with a woman who's RH negative, if she had an abortion already, though that kid is going to be killed in her womb.
Hold on, wait. Let me try
It's
to.
going to recognize as foreign.
So
If she,
It's a RH positive mother and a RH negative father.
yeah, I want you to like
I'm
look
about
that
to
up with me.
hold on. I'm about to look it up
A
now.
RH negative father, breeding an RH positive woman.
Hold on. I'm waiting for my Tor browser to load up.
Cause that's the only thing I don't know in blood type. I could discuss genotypes, everything. I already know all
All right.
that. Like,
So RH positive mother, RH positive, and RH
you know
negative.
why, Queen B? Because blood types is very important. You should know your blood type. As a being in this realm, you should know your blood type. That's your origin, and not only that, you would know how to eat according to your blood type to escape things like cancer and live longer and be healthy and in a higher frequency. And
Oh, hey,
also,
Alan.
it helps you to know who to procreate with. Because a lot of people are just procreating out of nowhere, and you can do that. You're supposed to be doing that in this world. We don't have to be knowing your partner's blood type, but in this world, people are not being who they are and things like that. They're not vibrating rapidly on a higher frequency. So you can come up with complications throughout your life. It's very important to know your blood type.
All right. We
And not
got.
only that, you can discern the Bible scriptures in Genesis even better. So there's like damn there 5, 6 birds with one stone that we can hit when you know your blood type. Because I could talk to you about Genesis and the fallen angels and all that shit when it comes to blood type.
If a fetus has a Rh negative mother and a Rh positive father, okay, that's that. Ooh, let's see if we can find. Look, it won't. It really won't.
Yeah, it won't do it. They won't show you that part.
Hold
I
on,
noticed that.
no,
I tried it.
because this is not.
And even when I tried, even if I just get one site, that's not good enough. I want to hear sites from different sources, you know? They don't talk about that.
Can a Rh negative mother is Rh negative? Hold on, Jewish blood type Rh negative. So Jewish people are wow.
You talk
Wow.
about the so-called Jewish, or you talk about the original
I
Jewish?
think they're talking about the so-called Jewish. And down here,
Yeah.
wow. Wow. That says a lot. Wow.
You
They
already know
call
they
it,
took our they took our identity.
yeah, they did.
They took our life story and made it theirs. That's why it says Jewish, right? They're ish, like sort of.
Yep. I
They're
tell
not
people that
Jews,
all the
they're
time.
Jewish. Right.
You
We are
gotta
the
look.
Jews.
What is that called? What is that? A sub? Whatchamacallit? Dang.
Yeah, there's like and you go into that
A
deeply, you already
subfix.
know that blacks made whites,
Subfix.
right?
And you know what's crazy is that it really doesn't say that. It always talk about the mother being Rh. Hold on. What happens if mother is a Rh positive? But it's talk about carrying a Rh negative fetus. It's not talking about the dad. You know what? You know a lot of things that I learned, while going into school. Because I went back, back in school a lot later than I was in high school. Because when I was younger, I had my oldest daughter when I was 15, and I wasn't able to actually finish high school as an actual school. I had to get my GED. And so later on, after, years later, I decided, to go back to college. And so a lot of the things that I'm learning from college is that men really they don't really factor men much when it comes to actual biology and when it comes to things of like nature. And I did a video earlier today. I need to post it about, and I was going to touch in that whole alpha male thing, but that's
Yeah.
not even like what I do. Like I don't do that. That'll start a whole argument and debate. And I'm not an argumentative channel. I'm a conspiracy theory and how to raise your vibration and positive channel. I don't want to get into arguments. But
Yeah, I try to avoid arguments myself,
yeah,
but I tried.
but learning, not just learning like education wise, but learning spiritual wise, I kind of tuned into that whole alpha male thing, and it really doesn't exist in the way that men are trying to make it exist right now.
You know what? If it exists, it's the ones that's getting teachings from the ones that kind of figured out how to be alpha within this realm that we're currently living in, which
It's
is it shouldn't be like that. Like the shit that they say, it shouldn't be like that. Like
it's a lot of
yeah,
characteristics of the so-called alpha, because first of all, in the animal kingdom, women really run the animal kingdom, even in lions. You know what I'm saying? Even with lion packs, if the women, even the quote unquote alpha male, if the women feel like they no longer see fit for the male, they kill them. Even lions, the bees, the queen's a woman. You know what I'm saying? And so
spiders.
yeah, and so it's like men are useful to procreate. And now that we're looking for, what will happen if the dad is this and if the mom is that, the fact that they zero in so much on the mom and they don't really, because even when it said if the mom is RH positive, they say and the fetus is RH. They don't really factor the male in. I can't find anywhere where they factor the male in. And
Yeah, but you know what? Like it's out there in the sense of it's still out there in animal kingdom because even if you look at birds, right? It takes the 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 bird that has the most color, which was the alpha
peacock,
bird, to get the girl to come to his nest rather than go to their nest. I made
yeah,
my
but
nest better.
the thing is that at the
You know what
end
I
of
mean?
the day, the whole point is for them to get the girl. You see what I'm saying? It at the end of the day, that's their end game. Their end game is to be the one with the girl. And
Yeah,
alpha is usually like the top alone by yourself, but that's not true. Their whole point is to get the woman. Everything evolves around the woman. And so that's in nature. I'm just saying that's in nature. You know what I'm saying? And alpha males in nature, they literally seem to only exist in conditions where they're in prison. Like not in prison, but they're entrapped.
let
There
me ask you
is
this. Let me ask you this. I'm just. Do you think that that is by form a systematic manipulation or a systematic nature versus or an actual natural organisms in nature, but
I
without the
don't
system
think
involved?
I don't think if there was no system in place, I don't believe there would be anything as an alpha male or alpha female. I believe that
Okay,
alpha male and female is a system construct to try to make people believe, feel,
I'm
and
with
be
you on that. Then
better
I'm with you.
than or put down each other. Because the truth of the matter
Right,
is that if
I'm
you
with you.
see, they say these quote unquote alpha dudes, they say they only want to be around other quote unquote alpha dudes. But that would be
Exactly.
impossible. That would
That's
be
just
impossible
systematically. Yeah.
because if they're a group of alpha dudes, the whole point of being an alpha is being someone in charge, and everybody else would, if they were alpha, they would take you down. There could not be a group of alphas in the same group. That would be that's not, that doesn't make sense. You can't be a group of alphas. That isn't even, who's going to lead the pack. All y'all can't lead. So
I want to ask you, what do you think about certain cultures that certain cultures of polygamy of men having multiple wives, knowing that in this society there's more men than women? Or do you believe that when they say that there's more men than women, do you think it's systematically structured that way, or you think they're lying to the people?
um
Or men die faster, or there's more women
when
and
it
this and that?
when it comes to stuff like that, I can't speak for other cultures because I don't know other cultures. All I know is that if someone isn't right with themselves spiritually, and if they're out here slinging meat everywhere, you're bringing all of those negative spirits to the person that you're having sex with. So when you have sex with someone, you're not just putting your phallus in there, you know what I'm saying? You're sharing spirits, you're sharing
Right,
energy,
right.
sharing souls.
You're taking on
So
demons. You're
not
taking on their
demons,
demons.
all their energy, not just demons. Oh shoot, I didn't messed up. Not just demons, but their energy, period. So hold on, wait. What queen we
But
finished
you
eating?
already know demons is energy
Ooh,
also,
that do
right?
sound good, Queen Bee. Yeah, everything is energy, but you don't just take on their bad energy, you take on their good energy. So if
That too.
you're
But sometimes the bad overpowers the good, right?
if you have 2 or 3 wives. Say you have 2 or 3 wives and y'all are the only people having sex with each other and y'all are recycling each other's energy. I don't see a
You there, I'm just? I think they're cutting us off. You don't want us to get to the bottom of shit. They cut our shit off. Well, shit. Well, damn. Yeah, I'm just saying you get cut off. Yeah, I'll be built for me later on, man. It's shit. You let me by yourself on the channel. So you know what? Before we close out, before I'm just shuts down
yeah,
the stream, whatever.
my internet literally just cut off.
Right.
Like just went off. I don't know what happened, but the jump just cut off and that is wild. Like y'all just really be messing with me. Like that's what y'all doing. Y'all just be messing with me like that. That's messed up. But
Yeah.
that's one of the main reasons I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in cheating because I don't want to do that. You know, when you go out there, you bring them spirits back home, that messes with everything. That
Oh
messes
yeah.
with your balance, your the person you're with, his balance. You know what I'm saying? That's not good.
You said it.
And so I don't believe in cheating. I don't think cheating is good. Don't get me wrong. I got a smart mouth. I'll say some stuff like, "I'll go get somebody else," but I ain't gonna do that shit. I'd be lying. I ain't gonna say that. I just be bullshitting just to say stuff.
If you somebody seriously, you know what I mean. You shouldn't be doing that to bring back to that your household. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't do that. You don't bring that. You
right?
don't do that. You
That's
don't
real,
bring.
man. That's real. And I'm talking to the married man. I ain't talking to you single motherfuckers out there that's doing, you know, what you got to do. I'm talking about like dudes that get in engagements, like you actually engaging with somebody for the long run, putting a commitment, a soul contract. A marriage is a soul contract. Until the
Hold on. Oh,
person
okay.
dies,
I'm on my phone. I had to come on my phone because they kicked me off on my internet. So I'm about to hop off my phone and get back. Hold on. Give me a second. That was why. Let me get on my phone and get off. I mean, get on my internet. Get off my phone. Hold on. All right. My bad. It was wild. You spoke on slush funds, Prophet. Alan said he enjoyed your live last. Let me go and sub to your channel. Well, I might be sub. Let me make sure. Oh, I'm on my. Oh,
damn,
that's
I'm just
why.
you ain't sub to. Oh, since you lost your other channel, you didn't sub to me.
Man, nah, I ain't sub to a lot of people. I've
It's
been
all
having
good.
to sub back up to everybody. I've been having to sub back up to everybody. So let me sub back up to you. Make sure.
Shit.
I might be. Nope, I am now though. Where you at, Prophet?
Oh,
What
fine.
station you at?
I had to make a separate one now. I got this. I still got an old channel that does my backup. It's still there. I mean, profit.
Wait,
It's
what
the
is it
same
called?
profit, pre. Same
It's
shit.
Saint Prophet. Is it? Oh, you got 2 Prophet Pre's?
Yeah. Which one you
Is it
see?
exact? Hold on. Let me see.
If this
This
one
just says
fails, I got
Prophet.
that one, but I don't know.
It just says Prophet Pre.
Yeah.
Let me see if I see 2 Prophet Pre's. What state you live in, Prophet?
I'm in Toronto.
That's in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I've never been to Canada. I've never been anywhere. And then I seen
You can come
Prophet
down. You
Pre.
got to invite right here, man. You come down and check anytime, man.
Oh,
You got a
I
place
might
to stay.
take.
You come hang out with your boy, man. Come hang out.
I might do that. I might take you up on it.
Honestly,
Get out of
man.
get out of them. Just get
Not
out of
just
them. Right?
speaking.
Chill out. Go somewhere. I have not traveled much, but now that
You can bring a friend. You
I have
can bring a friend or
everything
two.
pretty much, yeah, now that I have everything pretty much set, you know what I'm saying? I brought my house. I have everything pretty much set. Now I'm gonna try to start traveling and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna
All
start
right, I
doing it
got them
shortly.
Profit Pre and Profit Pre topics.
No, I don't know about topics. What is that?
Oh, that's not you, Profit Pre topics?
No,
Oh,
I
well,
don't
let
think
me
it's me. It's just
unsubscribe from them.
profit pre.
Well, let me unsubscribe from them.
I got another one
And because
called
you said
Bandit
it was
Theory, but
2. All right, well, I did it. I got
profit pre is.
okay. Toronto got hoods. I didn't.
Oh yeah, Toronto's filled with hood, but they're breaking them down now, just like they did to a lot of the states in North America, a lot of the inner cities in North America. They're
Nah,
breaking
they
them
still
down and
Baltimore.
rebuilding
It looked like
condos.
when I was looking, it looked like Baltimore. I was like, hold on.
Oh yeah, man. Toronto got like hoods all over the place, man. Right in the West End, and you got some downtown. You know, they have good places, they have bad places. You know, just like everywhere else. You know,
Mhm.
you just know where to stay away from. You gotta learn the city, where to stay away from, and where to go. It's the same shit.
Oh, it's a couple of things I wanted to share. Hold on, let me show. Um, Pope Francis, the Pope, is dying. What the heck did I just eat? Why was that? Why is that spicy? Ooh. It says Pope
What you just
Francis,
eating? What you ate just now?
some guacamole, some refried beans with sour cream and guacamole.
Uh,
And I bit into something and it's spicy. It's like really, that's rude. Pope Francis continues to be active despite unsupported reports of declining health. They're saying that Pope Francis is dying.
yeah, but we know the tables are turning now. The tables are turning around now, where these souls may not be reincarnated into other vessels anymore.
I think about they're trying to depopulate people and make it so that people don't keep coming back.
You know what it
Because
is? They
what is it?
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to say because I think that like the originals are going to keep coming back, but the people that aren't originally from here, I don't think they're going to keep coming back, and I don't think they want to be really outnumbered like that from us. That's why I think they're trying to depopulate us like that.
And they're not really from here at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
They created a lot of you see, the funny part is a lot of negative beings, I'll say most in the beginning, they did create. They created a lot of the positives also. That's what I'm saying. It's experiment. This game called life is an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about draconians, right?
Yeah.
They made this world a test subject.
That's why I think when a lot of them say that they're Martians, I do believe that they're from whatever what else? I don't want to say planet. I want to say whatever reality or whatever dimension that Mars is supposed to be vibrating on.
I'm gonna send you my blood type, Manora. I'm gonna send you that.
Yeah. Email me that.
I want to hear what you had to say about it, and we can build on that for another build. But it's very important because when you're looking at somebody, they're not who you think they are. Just because they look human and stuff doesn't mean they are. There's a lot of people that's out here that's not human.
And
You
you
gotta,
know, more and
yeah,
more they're coming to attention. More and more these non-human beings are starting to come to light. You starting to
yeah.
see them.
Have you ever watched the movie They Live?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
You
seen it.
watched They Live, right?
Yeah, I watched
That's
that.
that movie's not a lie. It's not. I know the sunglasses makes it like a little bit where you don't believe it or whatever, but it's just talking about your eyes, the veil being lifted from your eyes. You know what I mean?
Um,
So take away the sunglasses, and this picture it's something else, like your brain or your mind frame being lifted. They use the sunglasses though, so people just think it's like a little joke or just a little movie or whatever. Nah, this is real. It's just like that. There's a lot of people that's actually like the spirit that's in them. They're not who you think they are. And I'm telling you, I'm talking from first hand experience. I know this. And but if
I
you're
used to work.
living acidic, you can't see it. The more
I
you
used to work at
outline
Walmart
yourself, you're
when I
gonna
first
see
started.
shit.
When I first started my journey, I was trying to better myself spiritually. I had worked at Walmart, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy Walmart to an extent. I didn't like the company, but I did like the I liked the experience of people. For some reason, I've always lived and worked, even if I didn't live where I worked. I always lived and worked near army base or military base. And I really don't know why that is, but I've always lived or worked or lived and worked. At one point in time, I lived 30 miles away from where I worked. And where I lived and where I worked were like 2 miles from army bases or military bases, I should say. So when I worked at Walmart, it was so interesting because that was the that I ain't gonna say the first time. Yeah. When I worked at Walmart, that was the first time during, because I was doing it during my spiritual growth that I can honestly say I have seen many different beings. I saw a lot of different beings while working at Walmart. I never forget, I told one of my coworkers I was really close to. I told her, I said, when you are ringing people out, because at one time I was a cashier. When I first went to Walmart, I was a cashier. I said, when you're ringing people out, um, look at their eyes. I said, if you look at their eyes long enough and they're not human, their eyes will start morphing. And it's true. It's true.
Hmm.
They do. Because first of all, the thing is that you'll look at them for a certain amount of time and you'll become very uncomfortable. And people will look away when they become very uncomfortable. But if you don't look away and you keep staring, eyes will start morphing. And I have seen and then they'll look away. But
See
I've
my
seen
lord.
so many people eyes morph and their pupils, and it was an experience. So
Oh yeah, man.
a lot of things I talk about on this channel, I actually have experienced, I've seen with my own eyes, and I've lived through. You know,
I've seen it. I've seen it. Anytime I seen it, I let it go. Like I let them go. You know, what I mean, I don't mean to talk about this type of private shit. You know, like or. censored shit, but like not a woman I've been with like in the past, sleeping around and shit like that, which I stopped doing, like sleeping around with multiple women and stuff. I seen something wasn't right. You're looking in their eyes, you're banging or whatever. It's like, I got to. There's something wrong here. There's not something right that's going on. I had to get the hell out of there, man. I said, yo, let me protect myself. And thankful my candle didn't move. I got another blood tester to make sure my blood is the same. Things like that. So I just be careful. Like I tell people, be careful all the time what you're doing, man. Watch who you're with, who you're social. Because even if it's not sexual, physically in this realm, you just like standing beside somebody for a long period of time. When I say long period of time, I'm talking about days upon days where it turns into months. Your shit can be moved, especially. It won't be moved that easily, but if you're eating things that you're not supposed to be eating for your blood can change to something else. And when your blood changes to something else, your personality automatically changes with it. Because blood has personality just like your zodiacs does. Like, horoscope sign? Like, I ask you, what your horoscope zodiac sign is? Yeah, your blood changes with that if you're doing things for a long period of time, consuming things. So you got to be careful. And I'm going to do a live stream where I show you the overhead projector of electronics, like a motherboard. We have the main battery and you have like units that go into other units and stuff, like a circuit board. I want to show you a circuit board and I'm going to relate that to the cities. Relate that to cities. And you're going to see what I'm saying. Demons travel through electronics. If people don't get that.
This live? I mean, not live, shoot. They do. I did actually see somewhere where demons travel through electronics. Well, energy.
Yeah, demons travel
Energy
through
travels
electronics.
through electronics.
Right. It's energy automatically once the demon's traveling. Because you are energy. We are all energy.
And energy travels through electronics. Everything is energy.
Everything's energy.
You don't understand. Everything energy.
It's
and
energy.
People think things are solid. Nothing is solid. Everything is energy. Did you hear this? Brothel offers free sex sessions to people who got the vax on site. Did you hear about that?
Other offers free sex session.
Night.
No, I have never heard that. I'm not up to that.
Yeah. Where is this at? I think this is at Australia. Is it Australia? Austrian brothel has devised
pieces.
Has devised an ingenious way to get people to get vaccinated. They will give someone free sex if they get vaccinated. So they got the prostitutes giving free booty if you get vaccinated.
Yeah, they can miss me with that shit. They can miss me with that. I ain't getting no fucking vaccine for shit. Demons, prostitutes. The hell, yeah. And some MK Ultra prostitutes, if you ask me.
Free booty.
Probably.
Free butt.
They got fitted for the situation. A
And
lot of people they won't be able to discern it because a lot of people they probably are their lack of sexual experiences, and then they probably get horny very quickly when they see a fit woman.
It was people that was probably already buying pootie, and then they're like, "Oh, I can get it free if I get the shot. I was going to get the shot anyway, so come give me the booty." I don't know. Don't get me blind. I really don't. I don't know how that works.
They're offering a lot of things for people who get vaccinated.
Then this one right here, Gates warns of smallpox attack as he seeks research funds. So Bill Gates is trying to say that there's going to be a smallpox terror attack next. And that's what we should look out for.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah.
Child, nobody got time for this. We're going to die. We're going to die. I don't got, you know, people just don't want to, like, come on, everybody going to die. It's sad. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. I ain't going to lie to you. It's going to hurt. But I don't know. I don't know. It's wild.
These
It's
people,
wild.
man, you know,
But that's
draconian world, draconian
all.
calendar.
Yeah, it is draconian.
So that's what it is. All these elites and shit like that, that's who they are. And I've witnessed this. You know, I don't know how far you are, and like if you're hip to the game of astral travel and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been outside my body plenty of times now at this point. Like where it's
I
not a
think we.
dream. I'm not dreaming. It's like a vision or I'm outside of my body, you know? And a lot of these celebrities, they're reptilian. Or I finally get where it came from, why they call them reptilian. Even if they're not reptilian, they're not human. These people are
Yeah.
not like regular people. They don't have feelings like we do. There's something else. That's why I like to use that movie They Live with the sunglasses. It's the same shit. It's no different from that. But you can't see that unless your veil is lifted to a certain point. And when your veil is lifted to a certain point, after that, after it's lifted to a certain point, when it gets lifted more, you're going to learn that these people, they're actually like showing you the game. They're kind of showing you the game. So you see, the Most High Creator uses demons and uses these people to kind of put you in the right direction. And it's going to be hard for a lot of you to get that if you're not on the level I'm on. It's going to be very hard. You're going to be like, why would he use demons if he's against demons or if demons are against him? That's what they're going to say, like things like that. Like, what do
Mm-hmm.
you think? The Most High loves his own enemies. The Most High created his enemies. What didn't he create? Who's his main opposition? The devil or Satan or whatever you want to call him? Didn't he
Yes, it
create him?
is.
So exactly. So if he created Satan, why do you, and if demons are under Satan, they're controlled by Satan, why don't you think like use your mind, like think bigger, like start to think a little wider, then you'll get it. This game of life is just a game. It's a school. That's what it is. It's a school to teach you. Your spirit travels to the next realm, and then people need to know where the spirit's traveling next. That's when we go into the story of the sun and the moon. Masculine entity, like we were talking about earlier, and feminine entity.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about earlier. So when we figure that out, you get a better idea on where you stand. But for a lot of people that we say this shit to, they're still not going to get it yet. They got to go through life experiences. And that life experiences is going to come with a lot of pain and hurt or sorrows or negative emotions. So just get ready for that. And maybe when you get ready for that, it won't happen to you to that extent. If you're a person that fears pain, but you have a kind heart, but maybe you're brainwashed at the same time with a kind heart.
Pretty much. I pretty
We'll
much
get it, Joe.
I pretty much that's all I had. That's all I had for the night.
So
I
yeah,
was I was thinking about just doing a quick live, but it ended up being 2 hours. I'm about to go ahead
yeah.
and I'm about to end the live though, because I ain't even gonna spell to you. I'm tired and I don't
Shit.
feel
Well,
too good.
if I'm up, you're gonna see me. if I don't go somewhere, you're gonna see me go live again later on, like
part of
like
your
that, or
audience.
like 2 o'clock in the morning type shit, you know.
I'll be sleeping 2 o'clock. I'm out.
Oh boy,
I ain't not.
I've been working
I'm
all
that.
week, but it's like I gotta get some dedication to teach some certain things. But I don't want to say teach, cause I don't like to call myself a teacher, but you know what I mean. Talk about certain things, you know. Hoping to have you there with me though, man. Shit,
Not at no 2 a.m. If you do it
I
like
know.
maybe tomorrow in the afternoon or something, I'll be there. I'll be out. I'll be knocked.
I'll
Look,
see how it works out.
I have a bedtime. I ain't even gonna swear to you. I got bedtime. Cause I wake up every morning at 4 a.m. So I go to sleep I try to sleep early.
I see. Wake up 4 a.m. into
I wake up
like
4 a.m.
afternoon.
No, I just wake up 4 a.m. and then I go to bed. Like I'll go to bed now. And then I'll wake up 4 a.m. No matter what time I
All
go to
right,
bed, I always wake up 4 a.m. And I start my day at 4 a.m.
let's do it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
So I'm gonna
So the
go ahead and
moral of the story is like discernment and learning things that you really should be learning.
mm-hmm.
You know, like blood. You see, the blood thing is that's not even the half of it. You know, that's just a factor that you should know at the end of the day, a piece of the puzzle that you should know to figure shit out, to know what's right from wrong or what's real from what's fake. You know, and you hear stories about Christ and you hear all these things, and it's not Jesus. It's like you see, you gotta. That's why it's good to research so you know things, how they mix things up. But it's up to you to figure it out after they scramble the puzzle. You scramble the puzzle to put it back together. Just think about the action. You see, when you get a new puzzle out of the box, you buy a new puzzle from the store, you scramble it up in order to put it back together. That's just how life is in this current realm. So that's all I want people to know. You scramble it up to put it back together to make sense of it. And then you can talk about it and I just put this puzzle together and this and that. And the puzzle that they give you though, the downfall is they give you a lot of kids puzzles and shit like that. Even if it's a 200 or 1,000 puzzles pieces or whatever, it's still a kid's story. You want to get something mature for adults. We already know how to put a adult puzzle together, or even a kid's
Mm-hmm.
story puzzle together. We start from the edges. That's the first part of the puzzle. Put in the edges together, which is the foundation. From outside in. And I'm just I thank you for having me on here. Thank you.
Of course. Anytime, anytime. You're
You know,
welcome to be on here. Anytime you want, you just hit the link and come on up. But I'm about to take my butt to bed.
yeah.
So I
That's
want
up
to
to you
thank,
though.
yeah, I'm gonna thank everybody for coming out. Thank you so much for coming up here, Prophet. I really appreciate you coming on the panel. And thank everybody for coming by and being a part of the show. And y'all have a blessed day.